What is up, friends? So I think I'm going to call this Monday hairdo the spout, because this thing is out of control. Oh, so I hope everybody had an amazing weekend. I have made it my personal goal to make more videos this weekend to keep you guys kind of up to speed as to everything going on. I think it is really, really important to continue to share with the people that are currently in my life and the ones that are constantly tuning in from afar, to not be ashamed of yourself. So this is me saying you are beautiful. You are worth it. I love you. You inspire me. A lot of you guys do not even know how much you truly inspire me. And you push me to be my best version, to keep pushing forward, remind me that I do have a purpose on this crazy planet. So I'm going to touch down on a little bit more in detail about anxiety and kind of the different things that I go through. I love explaining this because the more and more that I talk about anxiety and what it does to me and how I choose to stay off of anxiety medicines and kind of the self-help, maybe you can relate with it, maybe you can't. So here we go. Like I said, I had a hell of a weekend. That was a couple few days that I don't want to relive, but it took just a couple days of me being in my really funky depresso espresso state to recognize right away that I have a problem, and I've been in this state of mind before, and I've chose to let it consume me for days, weeks, long time, and I just don't want to go back there. So like I said yesterday, I immediately reached out to Jamie and I sat down and I had a really long talk with him about what I was going through and why I was acting the way I do and the thoughts that are in my mind. As much as I was like, of course you're going to be a little embarrassed when you're admitting the self-hell you put yourself through, but don't be, because the people that love you truly are going to be there for you. They're going to support you. And if they can't be, well, okay, bye. You should not feel like you have got to change or that you're different because you're possibly in a, not your best version at the moment. So anyway, some of the things that I was explaining to him and what I want to explain to you guys in further detail is just exactly what anxiety does. Anxiety takes you away from things. Anxiety strips you of a lot. You are a little more over worried about things that some people don't even think twice about. You get a little more when you're good, you're real good. When you're bad, you're really bad. But the worrisome, the busy brain, the freeway brain, I will sit and just stress out, and knowing that I've got 8,000 things to do, mentally exhaust myself and get nothing done. Can you relate? This is what happens to me. There's a lot of different things that go through it. I've got, certain places I have to be in the right mindset to go shopping at those places because the fluorescent lights send me for a spiral. Little side secret. Hence why I keep the fluorescent lights off in the studio, because I just don't do well with that type of lighting at all. I'm like a calm Christmas lights type of chick. It keeps my mood at bay and everything is good. So don't know if you can relate with all that. If you can, fabulous. Now, is every single day like this? No. Some days, most days, are good. I know that I have got something going on. I know that I have anxiety, but I'm not using it as my crutch to pull me away. I go ahead and when I need to take that extra time to rest and reflect and get better, I check myself. And I think in day-to-day living, that's something it's really, really important that all of us humans do, is check ourselves. For me, when I chose to get off anti-anxiety medicine, they said, you got to start working out and you got to start eating clean and possibly look into a sun lamp. Well, for me, I just choose to go tanning. I like the people at my tanning salon, and I like to just take that moment. I don't want to sit under a lamp, and tanning seems to work for me. So I go like once a week, nothing too crazy, like 10 minutes, and it helps. Sometimes I go twice a week. But anyway, I'm doing all those things that the doctor said to do, right? I'm working out. I eat cleaner. I mean, am I clean eating all the time? No, not at all. And I pay for the price. That's a whole nother subject. And I go tanning, but yet these depresso espressos, like that gray cloud, just shows up and lingers over me. And it truly, I am the queen of telling everyone you're in control of your own actions and how you react to things. But honest to God, sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm learning something here. And I'm one that will admit it. Like, I'm not right. I'm not ever going to be always right. I just like sharing what works for me. And that black cloud was so uncontrollable. I was alienating myself away from the people that love me the most just because I wanted to like self-pity out and be hard on myself. Like, what is that going to do? So I am just truly grateful that I only spent a couple days in my personal hell, and I came up above water and said, we're not going to go here. We are not going to do this to ourselves. We are going to take action on it. So it was kind of perfect. We had a really, really nice event this weekend, just talking about alternative ways, eco-friendly ways to manage numerous things, whether it's everything from muscle fatigue to weight loss to cardiovascular health, just everything. But a lot what I was taking from it was I was asked directly, and I want you to ask yourself this directly too. If there is one thing that you could change about yourself, what would it be? This is not cosmetic, okay? So think about that. What is one thing that if you could change, what would you change? And instantly, I would change how my mind works. And the reason being is that my mind, like I said, is constantly, it's like a freeway. And it's something, this has taken years upon years. Again, good days, bad days, it happens, but it's more on a manageable basis. But I would control my thoughts. What it creates for me is more organization. My friends and family probably would be way happier with me. And again, they are getting more organized. It's not like I'm walking around just like, whoa! This has been years of dealing with this, and why I'm so passionate about sharing it, because I'm figuring it out. But just the value, if my thoughts could be in check and my mood could be in check all the time, what it would do for me. Maybe I wouldn't be missing out on events that I really truly want to go to. Maybe I would not be alienating myself away and losing valuable time with my friends and family. So think about that. If there was one thing you could change, what would it be? That's my 2018 goal, is to take better care of my brain, to keep it in line, to keep the focus, to not purposely overwhelm myself with 9,000 things to do. It's good to be busy. I would rather be busy than bored any day of the week. But I also, too, am not being a productive human when I do that to myself. I'm like, you're going to do this, 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 and this. I'm not that type of person that can throw 10 million things on my plate and successfully get them done. Like, if you are, please contact me so we can start working together. But you guys know what I'm saying. In the big picture of all this, I guess the message that I'm trying to send is you're not weird. You're not different. You're not scarred. You're not hindered. We are all battling, truly, I believe in my heart, through some kind of mental illness. And it's where that illness, we're going to allow it to take us. It's how much we're going to let our illness hinder us. It's how much we're going to let, ultimately, our illness, right, control us. And I'm choosing to take the stand to be like, no. Positive thinking, positive vibes, surround myself around positive humans. Let other people know, because that makes me heal too, is talking about my problems. You ever realize like how good you feel after you talk to one of your best gal pals and you like power vent? Like, we all feel so much better. So I want people to know, talk about it. Call up your mom, call up your gal pal, call me. Let's chit chat. I promise you, if it wasn't for you guys believing in me and honestly like poking at me to talk more about this stuff, that I probably would be in the same place I was at, 4, 5, 6 years ago. And I am stronger, I'm happier, I'm healthier. My anxiety is being managed without medication. I'm really excited to start this new MindWise in multivitamin that immediately I was sold. I turned around the bottle for a multivitamin and I could read what was in it. Sold immediately. I refuse to buy things in stores because they're not water soluble. Your body can't break them down, and the stuff in stores is loaded with garbaggio, and I just don't want to put that into my body. So if you too are trying to get things a little recentered and refocused, now's a great time to start. That's just how it goes. Don't wait till tomorrow or next month or I'm going to do that. If you're like, I'm going into the struggle bus, like me. I start to feel myself go like this. So right away I crank and let's go up. Join me, reach out to me. That is what I'm here for. Thank you guys for all your love and support. I have no idea what I would do without you. Have an amazing Monday, and I'll chat with you all soon. Bye.